Good morning, good day, and good evening. My name is Josephine Tan, and I am very honored and very delighted to be the one to introduce our plenary speaker, Dr. Fathali Moghaddam. Dr. Moghaddam is a professor of psychology and director of the interdisciplinary program in cognitive science at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. Since 2014, he has served as the editor-in-chief of an APA journal called Peace and Conflict, Journal of Peace Psychology. Dr. Moghaddam was born in Iran, and he was educated in England from an early age. In 1979, he returned to Iran with the revolution, and he was researching and teaching in Iran during the hostage-taking crisis and during the first 3 years of the Iran-Iraq War. After working for the United Nations, he came to Canada in 1984, where he researched and he taught in McGill University. And then in 1990, he moved to Georgetown. Dr. Moghaddam has conducted experimental research. He has done field research. He has been involved in applied projects, and he has worked in numerous cultural contexts, and he has published extensively on the psychology of conflict, terrorism, democracy, and dictatorship. He has published many articles and produced many books. The most recent one is called Shakespeare and the Experimental Psychologist, and that one just came out, so you might want to check it out. The other more recent books are Threat to Democracy, The Appeal of Authoritarianism in an Age of Uncertainty, and that came out in 2019. That's The Psychology of Dictatorship, 2013, The Psychology of Democracy, 2016, Questioning Causality, Scientific Explorations of Cause and Consequence Across Social Contexts, published in 2016 with Ram Har. Then there's the Encyclopedia, the Encyclopedia of Political Behavior, 2 volumes that came out in 2017. And this is a really good book too, Mutual Radicalization, the Psychology of How Groups and Nations Drive Each Other to Extremes, 2018. There's also the Psychology of Radical Social Change with B. Wagner and J. Valsina, 2018. Dr. Moghaddam has actually received a number of prestigious awards in recognition of his academic work. And I think you can see why the ICP invited Dr. Moghaddam to speak at our conference. We are living in a world that is filled with uncertainty, where democracy is being challenged by authoritarianism in many parts of the world. And so his work is of great relevance, of great importance to help us understand the changes that are going on. So it is my great pleasure to invite Dr. Moghaddam to deliver his presentation, which is entitled The Dictator Cometh, The Psychology of Rising Authoritarian Strongmen. I turn you now over to Dr. Moghaddam. Thank you.